Hello again. Welcome back for another week. In this video, I want to talk about the assignment sheet that I posted for the drama essay. Uh, this is going to be our third and last big essay. Obviously, I kind of started introducing it last week, but I just thought I would take some time to talk about the requirements and the suggested topics that I had on the assignment sheet here. So you can find the assignment sheet under this week's tab on Moodle, or also under the assignment sheets tab that I think is at the bottom of the left-hand side of the Moodle page. I should say you can also find the assignment sheet there for the short story essay, for the poetry essay, for the descriptive assignment, for the song analysis assignment. So if you've missed any of those essays or small writing assignments, and you want to make them up before the end of the semester, which I would, highly encourage, you can go to that assignment sheets tab on Moodle, and it has all the instructions there for you. Okay, so in terms of the requirements here, it's pretty much the same as the last essay in that I'm looking for 4 pages. That's not including the works cited page, so if we're going to count the works cited page, 5 pages. 4 pages of actual essay, 4 full pages. I'm also looking for 3 sources, not including the play itself. So 4 sources, if you're counting the play in that. 3 outside sources, at least one of them from the databases or from a book. So I think that is the same that we had for last time. And then all the other same stuff in terms of citations and works cited page and everything like that. The due dates here, we're going to have the rough draft due May 3rd. So, definitely a few weeks from now, but hopefully as you're reading the play, you can maybe have this essay in the back of your mind and start kind of preparing for what you're going to write as you are reading the play. Since we are, quickly approaching the end of the semester here. And then the final version of it is going to be due May 11th, which I believe is our last day of class. So there we have it. So like I was talking about in the other videos, obviously we're going to be writing about M Butterfly by David Henry Hwang. You guys should have read Act 1 for homework by now, so we're going to be talking about Act 1 this week, and then next week we will talk about Acts 2 and 3. Act 1 is the longest, so once you've gotten through that, I think it'll be easy from there. I should say, please send me any questions if you just feel like you're not understanding the plot of the play or you're confused about the characters. It is a little bit confusing. There's like some breaking the fourth wall and stuff. So if you're feeling just lost, you don't know what's happening, you don't know who's who, send me an email and I will try to explain it a little bit better. Okay, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about the topics that I put on here. I put suggested topics here, like I usually do. These will make a lot more sense once we start talking about the play itself. So I'll be referring back to these as I'm posting my videos breaking down the play itself. But I guess I'll introduce them here, again, just so we can have these things in mind as we start reading the play. So the first topic that I have has to do with stereotypes. It says, what does the play show us about how stereotypes can shape how we perceive ourselves and others? According to the play, how do stereotypes affect us and why are they harmful? And how do we explain Gallimard's inability to see Song for what Song really is and determination to see Song as Butterfly? Song and Gallimard are the characters from the play, right? If you started reading, hopefully you know that. But yeah, so stereotypes is something to look for as we start reading the play. What stereotypes do you see Gallimard trying to live up to? He is European. He's obviously a male, so I think a lot of his stereotypes relate around like masculinity and what men are supposed to be and what, being like a manly man or whatever. And he has his friend Mark, who's always kind of making fun of him and stuff. So we can think about what stereotypes does like Gallimard feel pressured by, and also what stereotypes influence the way that Gallimard views Song and really anyone else in China, right? Because Gallimard is a French man who is working in China, serving the French government. So you can look at the stereotypes both in terms of the stereotypes that he kind of has for himself that he's trying to live up to, and what happens when you don't live up to those stereotypes, and how does that feel and what does that do to people, and also how does he like apply stereotypes to the people he encounters in China and especially Song. Yeah. So just keep an eye out for any time you see like stereotypes being brought up or them being challenged or criticized or engaged in, whatever it is. Keep your eye on stereotypes as we start reading. So that suggested topic number one. You're looking for the message the play is sending about stereotypes. What is the play trying to show us about stereotypes? What is the takeaway in relation to stereotypes from the play? So that's topic one. Topic two asks about art and the role art plays. So it says, what does the play show us about the role that art can play in society? What is the significance of the 1904 opera Madame Butterfly to the play M Butterfly? How does Madame Butterfly affect Gallimard, and what does this say about how art can affect people more generally? So in one of my videos from last week, I talked a lot about Madame Butterfly, this old opera that I think is, pretty like racist and imperialist and this kind of stuff. So clearly we can see just from the titles that there's something going on. Madame Butterfly, M Butterfly, there's some kind of connection here. So basically this topic is just asking you to break down like what is going on with the Madame Butterfly thing. Why is, if this play, is put out in 1988, I think, why is it so interested in this opera from 1904? Why does the play care so much about it? What role does it play? Um, I don't want to give anything away here, so I guess I'm not really going to say too much. But yeah, this one is just asking us to think about like, according to the play, how can art affect the way that we perceive the world and people around us and even ourselves? This is kind of related to the stereotype stuff, but this is just locating art as being one place where I guess these stereotypes kind of come from. We talked earlier in the semester about, I kind of came out against this idea of art as like brainwashing people or, art turning people into good or bad or whatever. I don't think that's true, and I still don't think that's true. But I think something that art can do is kind of set expectations. If you think of certain movies, I'm going to talk about this more in another video, but if you think about like, movies about college, for instance, and the kind of expectations that they set up around college, and there's other examples. So I think art can kind of set expectations. So maybe that's kind of one of the ways that it's showing up here. But yeah, if you wanted to do the suggested topic two, you'd be looking at like, what is the message that the play is sending about like the power of art or art's impact in society? How, according to the play, how does art influence people or how can it influence people? That kind of a thing. So if you're going to write about that, you'd be looking a lot at how Madame Butterfly figures into the play, how it influences Gallimard, how it, determines some of his actions later on. So yeah, topic number one has to do with stereotypes and what the play is saying about that. Topic number two has to do with art and what the play is trying to show us about the way that art works. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to say now. I'm going to be coming back to these 2 points about stereotypes and art a lot in my other videos for this week. So go through and read this assignment sheet. I feel like I've been talking to some of my students in other classes, and a lot of them seem to like not know that these assignment sheets are there, which worries me very much because this is where the instructions are. So if when I'm talking about these assignment sheets, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please send me an email and I will try to, point you in the right direction. But I think, these are going to be really helpful, obviously, to writing the essay. Okay, so then I'll just say one more time, we have a rough draft, do the 3rd, and the final due the 11th, the last day of the semester. All right, so we'll talk a lot more about M Butterfly in my other videos this week, and I'll be connecting it back to this assignment sheet. So I'll see you then.